This is about the third or fourth time I tried this. Um, but yeah, I got all the paths done. I say all the paths, I'll probably add a few more here and there, just to get a bit more variety for the bots. I done the GDI side. I also added in these the blocker things. I just stole the ones from Fields, basically. Didn't steal them, I had to build them in this, but yeah, I made them my own a little bit by dropping down the ramp part. It looks a bit better like that. That's about all I did. I made these a little bit smaller. I think I showed you that in one of the other ones. So today is related to paths, but it isn't actually paths. It's well, it's more of an eye candy sort of thing. It's exactly the same as these, but they look like tracks. That's all I'm going to be doing today. There's a bit of setting up involved. So I'm going to do the setting up. All I'm going to do is find a decal I like. I'm not sure if I should use these. We'll have a look. Last time I did this, my PC locked up. Hopefully it doesn't do it again. For some reason my PC locks up for no reason now. Good. So yeah, I'm going to be using this sort of, no, it's got water in it, I can't use that because I don't want water on the map. I could also use these. These are the ones I usually use. I'm not sure if there's another type. Yeah, these probably look a lot better. I got more variety of these as well. Don't lock up on me. I've had to take all my overclocks off and I'm pretty down at the moment because of that. So everything's going to take twice as long. And I may have to take the buildings out yet again. For some reason these ones are arse backwards. These ones also have water in, but I can change these materials. Yeah, I don't particularly like the water. Let's see what else we have. Nothing much. That may be useful later on for lava. But yeah, let me find a decal that's going to work. Like these, I probably could use these. I just get rid of the water out of them. Let me have a look. There's a physical material, I'm not worried about them yet. So, default color. No, won't let me do that. Well, I'm gonna have to make a copy of all these. Let me find the parent. Right, there's the parent. The actual material, that is. Because all decals are materials at the end of the day. They're just a specific type of material. You just have like a little thing saying decal, so you can make them a decal. Right, this part here will be taken out. The lerp will be taken out. The specular will be just coming from this multiplier. Oh no, maybe not. I'll keep. Yes, I'll keep a lot of it. I'm gonna have to. Let me find this package. Find package. It's a messer, so they're fully loaded. I'm probably gonna steal all of them. I'm gonna make a copy of all of them, and. If the thing loads, make a copy of them, change the material to match probably the. Well, I'm not going to match the rock, I'm probably going to match the dust, maybe, or the dirt. Come on. Quite a big package. Thank God my PC hasn't locked up. Sorry if you can hear it, I've got the fans on it full blast. I'm not sure if it's overheating or not. I have checked the temperatures. No, you no crash on me. Coffee. So, come on. What's she doing or anything? I should have just opened up materials and decals. Because this is going to open up meshes and everything. It's a beautiful map, Messer. I love that map. You've done a really good job on it. Especially seeing what it once was, where it was unplayable, to what it is now. It still looks as good as when it was unplayable. It was a thing of beauty when he first made it. Right, let's have a look at decal. I'll probably steal some of these. There's also a few other things I need to do. I need to change the material of this here. These, well, they're actually like walls. I want to change the material so these aren't red. This is a bit one-sided, having red. Here we go. These are instances. Holograms. See what I mean? He's put a lot of work into all of this. Materials. I got a feeling that these decal material, decals. Find the parent of this. He's just put a different. Yeah. He's just put a different. Oops, needed that. A different material. a different texture in to get, not a texture, yeah, it is a texture, but a different mask to get all this from one material, which is quite ingenious. So what I'm going to do, this will be the base, I would imagine. So I'm going to copy it, create a copy, RX Volcano. I'm going to keep the name, okay, and I go to I need to find this package again, because it's going to take me to that package, which I don't want. Coffee. Sorry, it's just below it. I'm going to swipe all these as well. So create a copy, and again RX vol, so I can find it. Grouping decals, yeah. Okay, okay to do all of them. Now I don't have to change any of these. These are going to stay the same, whatever. The thing that I need to change is that parent material, strictly because the parent material is the base. With an instance, you can change certain textures within the material itself. It doesn't actually change the material, but it's like a modifier for the material. And don't you dare crash. So all I need to do is change the base material, and I gotta set these back to I gotta set the parent to where it is. See, right now it's set to Mesa. I gotta set all these to our version of it, so that one there. And then from there I can change the decal versions according to what I need, and basically lighten, unlighten and stuff. So maybe decals, open them all up, so it's just going to be easier for me. Find my base material, from the parent, click on it. Oh, it's an instance of an instance. Well, that's handy. That's wrong then. I need to come back here. This is this is that one. This is why I open them all up, so I know what each one gets done. So yeah. So now all I need to do is change this. And yeah, I gotta figure out exactly what everything does. Water, well, I don't need that. I'll leave the end parts in for now so I know where they're coming from. Alpha and mask. A is water, A is ground, and B what's this? Water variation for the alpha. So really all I need to do is That there. Yes. That will get rid of the watery crap. Water normals. Again, I don't need that, so let's just do that there. That gets rid of the normals for the water. B, don't need that, don't need that. Cube map, don't need that. That there is fine. That there's fine. So let's just dump that into, where's that coming from? From there. It's a bit harsh, but it will do. Clean all the stuff that I don't need. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't need the cube map because I'm not using water. A cube map is, or if you don't know what it is, it's like a reflection map. And instead of doing it real time because that's too expensive, you make a almost like a screenshot of the world from a certain angle. You use a like a node or a camera to take the screenshot from, and it will make like a texture for reflections. It's not a very good analogy of it, but it's the best I got just on the fly. So yeah, right now this should not have any water. So let's go back to decals. These should have updated. The only problem with these is they're not %. So yeah, that's actually alright. So next thing to do is find our material. Where's my material? My material, not my instance, because my instance isn't going to help me. Yes, we're back to this. And I would like dust. And dust is up here. This is quite easy. I'm just gonna. Oh no! I'm just gonna that, and that, and that's it. That's all I need. Copy. Exit. No, because I haven't changed anything. Come here. Thing is, I know this is going to be almost exactly the same as the landscape. That's why I'm using it. There's no other reason other than that. Again, I'll get rid of all this in a minute. Let's just make that look good, and we'll dump it onto the landscape and see what happens. See if it blends in. So what I'll do is I'll place them, then around them I will paint the dust so they blend in a bit better. these should be almost exactly the same. The only problem I have is it's shiny, and I have nothing else shiny. That's not really a big problem because I purposely left out the specular on all my materials for now. I will be re-adding them later, because just because I need to. I need to. I want to find out how much light is actually getting bounced around from like the lava and all these other lights I have around. Oh, no, I want decals. You see how they all change? That's already set. Why can't this? Okay. Yeah, you can't really see them. These will be made bigger. So, yep. So, yeah. I want to. Yes, I need it a bit smaller, so 0.8. 0.8. Was that just made it bigger? That's just made it bigger. 1.2, 1.2. Yeah, the reason he's got this much specular on here is because it was a wet map, a raining map. I don't need that much. I'll be toning that down in a minute. If this ever saves. Someone also said that this lava doesn't really flow that fast. It should flow a bit faster. I totally agree. I will be doing that sometime later on. No, there's something wrong here. What's going on? Thank you for auto-saving. This doesn't look quite right. The normals showed nicely. Get rid of that for a second. I need a different one. Decals. Again, I'm not sure why these are 45 degrees. Seem a bit small. Let's find a mammoth. Vehicles. Vehicle factories. I don't want to make that mistake again. Yeah, it's almost a track wide. So yeah, I do need to make some changes still. Probably about 2. And 2. It looks good here. I'm hoping the building lights will actually pick this up a lot more. Yeah, that'll do for now. If you're wondering what this is here, this isn't. This is for all the other the instances. Basically, what he did was assign a different algebraic number to different channels. So the red channel from here coming to well, I can't really read that. If A is minus B, that's smaller than B, or A equals B, or yeah, it's an algebraic number. So if 1 was greater than 2, yeah. So if red, blue and green, yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's easy to do. So yeah, you can't even see that now really. It blends in absolutely nicely. I could probably still lower, but I could raise the colour a little bit. I'll do a quick light build and preview, and I'll be right back. See you then. Yo, so I got that done. It looks a lot better now. It's actually got shadows. I still need to fix the textural material. It's a bit big. I'm going to do that now. I'm also going to get rid of that specular because it just doesn't belong there. So I'll do that now. Specular. Just break the link for now, and break that link. Come up here. Put this to 4. I'm not sure if this is actually the right way. Yeah, it is. Press OK, give it a second. Oh, it's got warm in here. And I can pop shaders. Yeah, don't worry about any of that. Blends in a lot better now. So, as I said, I'm going to be moving a lot of these around. Whoops, that's the wrong one. It blends in very nicely. Right from here. Yep, I quite like that. Don't need that anymore. This here is going to be my base. Everything else is going to be marked from this. So I have all my, oops, no, I don't want that one. All these are going to be practically the same size as this. So let's get to work. I'll probably speed all this up because it's just placing and moving and placing and all that stuff. So enjoy the music. That's going to be it for today. I don't really have much time left. So I said I'll probably get all this done for next time. If not, I have no idea what I'll be doing. I might work on the water, just because it looks flat and horrible and crappy. I'll probably put. Well, I'll talk about this when I do the water. I'll be making a shader for it that makes it look better. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. I'll just see you next time, because I don't have time to do what I wanted today because of all this crashing and hanging, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ra.